Ernest M. Keeling is a British citizen. He has been writing poetry for about 20 years, but the Ballad is his debut in print. To this extent, he is a new voice on the poetry scene, though he has occasionally engaged in poetry readings in Britain over the years. His poetry is rooted in his working-class socialist background, his raison d'être in relation to his writing and day-to-day life. In 2021, he publishes, in collaboration with Eurobox, The Ballad of Bloody Sunday. And he's here with us today to introduce us to his new book. Hi, Ernest. It's a great pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure also to be with you.
Ernest, tell us something about your new book. What is it about?
Well, essentially, it's about Ireland under colonial rule. Ireland is Britain's oldest colony, and it dates back to the 12th century. And I wanted to shed some light on the suffering that the Irish people have had to endure under colonial rule over 800 years.
We said that you've been a poet for approximately 20 years. How and when exactly came up this urgency to write poems in particular?
I got interested in poetry by first reading, and I wanted to try my hand at writing. First, I started to write shorter poems. These got longer and better with the passage of time. In my notes regarding Bloody Sunday go back to 2003. So I've been a long time busy with this poem. But of course, in the beginning, I didn't intend to write a book-length poem, maybe a poem of 15 or 20 pages, outlining the main problems the Irish people have experienced under colonialism. But when I got into it, I found that I couldn't do justice to the subject with just 15 or 20 pages, and it expanded and expanded, and I decided eventually to turn it into a book.
And who would you address your book to mainly? Is there a target public which is precise, or is it a book for everybody?
Well, the poem is made for Ireland. So the target audience, first and foremost, is the good people of Ireland, but also to all students of history and also to the Irish diaspora in Canada, the United States, in the UK and Australasia. It's addressed to students of history and anyone interested in Ireland under colonial rule.
Okay. We know that you have been living in Belgium for a long time. Would you like to say something about your life there?
Geneva. This is a sensitive subject because my family life is an open wound in Belgium. I have 3 children with a former Belgian partner, a sociopath and pathological liar who became obsessed with destroying my relationship with my children. In this, she was aided and abetted by a corrupt and racist judicial system in Brugge and Ghent. And this, in contravention of the European Convention, Article 8, right to respect for private and family life. In 2002, she kidnapped my children and fled to St. Martin, but could still retain custody in this third world country. This was not in the interests of the children. Furthermore, Chief Prosecutor Bergfens in Brugge even enabled the children to renew their passports in St. Martin. My ex-partner returned to live in Belgium in 2020, but the authorities will take no action against her. What do these factors reveal about the justice system in Brugge? My adult children are estranged. We have no contact, and I am still in conflict with the authorities regarding my stolen family life. So I will say no more about that for the moment, except to say I would welcome setting up of an investigating commission to inquire into the events in Brugge and Ghent that led to the destruction of my family life.
So this is a very sensitive issue. I hope you can solve it as soon as possible. And in the meantime, we want to wish you very good luck with this book. Thank you for being here. Thank you for accepting our invitation on Conoscere TV.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure.
The Ballad is a narrative poem dedicated to Ireland and its people and tells the story of this troubled land under English, then British colonial rule from the 12th century until Bloody Sunday, drawing on allegory and mythology. It is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Europe Books.